Hello students. In today's grammar class, let's take up tenses. Tenses denote the time of action. They show when the work is done. They are of three major categories: present tense, past tense, and future tense. They are further divided into four different categories. Present tense, when we take up, it is simple present tense. If we take a past tense, it is simple past tense. If we take a future tense, it is simple future tense. The next is continuous, that is progressive. It will be present continuous tense, past continuous tense, and future continuous tense. Then comes the perfect tense: present perfect tense, past perfect tense, and future perfect tense. Then we have the perfect continuous tense, so that is present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense. So this way we have four different categories of these three tenses. Now, why are they named like this? When I say present tense, it means any action that is done in the present. It can be even progressive, that is continuing, or in a perfect form, or it can be simple habits and all that. If I talk about past, means the action was already done in the past, or it was done in the past, or it was in progress in the past, and so on. If it is future tense, the word itself denotes, as the other two tenses denoted, that the action will be done in future, or will be going on in future, or will have been done in future. So let's take them one by one. To begin with, present tense. The first category is simple present tense. It is used to denote scientific facts, universal truths, and work done on daily basis. So when I say scientific facts and universal truths, it is the sun rises in the east, the sun sets in the west, the stars and moon shine in the sky. If I talk about habit, I eat an apple every day. He goes by walk to school. That means he used to go by walk earlier also. Now also he goes by walk. Probably he'll be going by walk in future also. So it's a habit. When I say habitual, it was going on in the past. It is going on in present, and in future also it may continue. So let's see the rule. It is subject plus V1 plus SES plus object. Now what is V1? V1 is the first verb. As we know the conjugation of the verbs, it is V1, V2 and V3, that is present, past and past participle. So V1 is the first verb. S and ES we use with V1 only when we talk about the singular subject. Let's take an example. She writes a letter. Now here she is a singular subject. That's why we have written writes plus V1 plus SES and plus object, that is a letter. The same can have a negative rule also, means the sentence can be written in negative in present tense. She does not write a letter. Now if I say she does not write a letter, the rule would be subject plus does not plus V1 plus SES plus object. Now why have we used does? Even do is there as V1. Do and does both come as V1. But then does is used with singular subjects and do comes with plural subjects. Since she is a singular one, we have used she does not write a letter. In present tense, we can also have sentences in interrogative. For example, when we say interrogative, the helping verb does and all that will come in the beginning. The auxiliary verbs will come in the beginning. So it will become, does she write a letter? So the rule will be does plus subject plus V1 plus SES plus object. Now interrogative can also be in negative. So let's see the interrogative negative assertive. It is going to be, does she not write a letter? And there will be a question mark again, just like the interrogative rule. And the rule is going to be does plus subject plus not plus V1 plus SES with the, if it is a singular subject, plus object. Now let's move on to the second category of the present tense, which is called as present continuous tense. It is also oftenly known as present progressive tense. Now progressive means the action is in progress. It is continuing. So when is it used? When do we use it? It is used to express an action taking place at the time of speaking. For example, I am teaching you tenses. So I am. I is a subject plus am plus teaching you is teach is V1 plus ing and tenses is the object. You are learning tenses. So you subject plus are plus V1 that is learn plus ing learning tenses is object. So the rule is very simple again. Subject plus is, am, are. Now what is, am, are? Is with the singular subject, am with I and are with plural subject including you plus V1 plus ing plus object. She is writing a letter. In negative, she is not writing a letter. Subject plus is, am, are plus not plus V1 plus ing plus object. Very simple again. Here again we can have interrogative sentence in progressive. Is she not writing a letter? Sorry, is she writing a letter? We'll take up is she not writing a letter as interrogative negative later after this. So is she writing a letter? That means again is the helping verb which comes in the beginning to make it a question. So the rule will be is, am, are. Am will be am I writing a letter? Are you writing a letter? Are they writing a letter? So accordingly is or am or are plus subject plus V1 plus ing plus object. So interrogative negative rule will be is, am or are plus subject plus not plus V1 plus ing plus object. Is she not writing a letter? Let's move on to present perfect tense. Now before moving on to its rules and the examples, let's see when do we use present perfect tense. It is used to show an action that started in the past and has just finished. Now, this is very important, children, just finished. Now, when I say present perfect, another thing you have to remember the word perfect denotes anything that has just been completed or that has just finished. And perfect denotes has, have, and had in the sentence. Has and have in present perfect tense and had in past perfect tense, which we will take when we will deal with past tense. So present perfect tense, first sentence I'll take up in the assertive form. She has written a letter. Now, if you can mark here, children, everything is same. Subject is same, object is same. What has changed is the verb, which is the action word. And since I told you in the beginning, tenses mean the action performed. So the verbs change in every sentence. And that's how the tenses change. So the assertive rule is subject plus has or have depending upon the singular and plural subject plus V3. So here V3 plays a major role. It is not going to be V1 as we saw earlier. So V3, that is past participle, third form of the verb plus object. She has written a letter. She is the subject in singular. That's why has we have used. Plus V3 is written. Write, wrote, written. V1 is write, wrote is V2 and written is V3 plus object a letter. The same sentence we can write even in negative. She has not written a letter. And the rule you can straight away apply. She is the subject. So subject plus has or have plus not plus V3 plus object. If it was a plural subject, they have not written a letter. If it is a singular one, she has not written a letter. The same can be in interrogative also. So the interrogative sentence will be, has she written a letter? So it will be, the rule will be has or have depending upon the singular and the plural subject plus subject plus V3 plus object. Has she, because she is a singular subject, so has she written is V3 plus object. And there is a question mark at the end because it is interrogative. Interrogative again can be negative sentence also. Has she not written a letter? And the rule, same way, we'll add up not along with that. Has or have with plural subject plus subject plus not plus V3 plus object. So in plural subject, children, if we have to take, have they not written a letter or have they not written their letters? Now coming to the present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense is very, very interesting. Now, when do we use it? Let's see. This tense shows the action which started in the past and is still continuing. The action which started in the past and is still continuing. So, let's see how. She has been writing a letter. You can add up the time also with it. Since morning. It has been raining since evening. That means it started in the evening and it is still continuing. She started writing in the morning and she is still writing. So, an action which started in the past and is still continuing. So, the rule is subject plus has or have depending upon the subject, whether it is singular or plural, plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. This can also be written in negative. It can also have a negative sentence, and the rule will be subject plus has or have, again depending upon the singular and the plural subject, plus not been plus V1 plus ing plus object. And the sentence will be she has not been writing a letter. If it was plural, they have not been writing a letter. Interrogative sentence, and the rule is has have. Now here the has have shifts before the subject to make it a question. Has she been writing a letter? Has she been writing a letter is a question. Now here the rule is going to be has or have depending upon the singular and the plural subject, plus subject plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Coming to the interrogative negative, has she not been writing a letter? That is, has or have depending upon the singular and the plural subject, plus subject plus not plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. So this was all about present tense, children.